Okay, it is Saturday at 3 p.m. What is wrong with my blinds? Can you get your noses out, please, so I can open the door? It actually was raining yesterday, which is odd. Usually we have all the signs of rain, fake clouds, but it never really rains. No one's really even noticed that, by the way, except me. I guess I'm the only one in town who's noticed that it's really not going to rain when you see dark clouds anymore. Floridians are programmed that way because we know when we see like these clouds right here, see how dark they are? If we see that, it's going to rain 10, 15, 20 minutes. That cloud will no longer be dark, and it moves along, and it's gone. Now, since they're programming us so slowly like they have done since day one, when you just don't trust your eyes. And I'm going to watch that movie. I was listening to Lauralee. I think that was Lauralee. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was her. Yeah. Messiah, I'm going to watch that because it is that easy to fool people. And I laugh and I think, wow, how is it that easy? I didn't watch the whole movie yet, but I'm going to put it on here in a second. But it is absolutely that easy. Look what they're doing to people now. I mean, the evidence is right in front of you, and you can't. People like me trying to talk to my husband and my son, and the whole. And what I wrote on your post, Lauralee, that the NASA has just finally announced, because now they're losing control of the narrative. They're losing control of other people letting the truth come out. So I guess Australia or Switzerland or somewhere, they're telling you the truth. So NASA had to come out and say that the moon is actually in our atmosphere. Well, no shit. We can see the moon. Well, not right now, but we can see the moon and we could see the sun, which brought up my conversation that I was having with my son. What are you doing, buddy? Remember, I was having that conversation with my son. I was just curious if he is being brainwashed the same way we were, and sure enough, he is. When he told me that the sun was 10 billion miles away, and we got in that fight, and I'm like, bro, you could see it. That's how big it is, and that's the size of it. It is also not that far away. It's also, I didn't even know that people even thought that the moon was not in our atmosphere. I mean, I just assumed that people would get that. How do you think that we're getting there? We wouldn't even be able to get there. We've never left Earth's atmosphere. Never, ever, ever, ever. So when they bullshit you and tell you, was it the 60s and the 70s when we went to the moon and it was groundbreaking out of the Earth's atmosphere, that is a lie. Because it is in our atmosphere. We can get to it. The sun is also in our atmosphere because there is a dome. We can't get out of it. They know it. Secret societies know it. The people who started all this lie bullshit know it. But nobody's going to believe it unless they're told. It's amazing. And that just brings me back to a thought about that movie, because I have a feeling where you're going with this. I didn't see it yet, but I know where you're going with this, how everybody was fooled so easily. But it's really not that hard to do. Apparently. I mean, nobody trusts their eyes. They were just told like the media, whatever they said. And hey, I'm guilty of it too. If I didn't have this awakening in probably late 2016, this discernment that I asked for, and I got it, and everything I look at is differently now. It's a whole new way of thinking. It is a completely whole new way of thinking. And you can't really share it with anybody because everybody thinks you're crazy. There's not one person in my family who believes any of this. If I bring up flat earth, which I'm going 99.9% that it is flat, because whatever they say it is, I'm going the complete opposite. Because everything they've told us is a lie, so I'm pretty sure it's not round. NASA now has to admit that the moon is actually in our atmosphere, which I thought was a given, but maybe I'm the crazy one. I could see the fucking moon. I could see the sun. They're both inside the atmosphere because we can't get out. I don't know. One day I don't know. And you guys might disagree with me. I know. We don't have to all agree. Whatever. But I'm just saying. That's my thoughts. It took me a while too. I used to call those people crazy also. I'm like, flat earthers, like, what are you talking about? Meanwhile, they're right the whole time. And just like they did the same exact thing. Get this, they did the same exact thing when those doctors were coming out, the holistic doctors, the ones that went for, the holistical treatments and using herbs and, the food that grows on the earth. Cures probably everything. We just have to know which one does what. But they got ostracized so bad and called nuts. And you remember growing up and thinking, do you ever hear holistic when we were playing around as kids? Hell no, we thought those people were the kooks. That's exactly what they did. They ostracized them so badly that nobody believed a word they were saying, and they were telling the truth the whole time. Because now they got them out of the way, and we were suckers to believe, that lie, it made room right in for the big farm to start making their medication. No, this is the right ones. These are the ones that are going to help you. All of this will work, and it's not. It's designed to make you sicker. It will keep you okay for a little while, but it's not curing you. None of this medicine is to cure you. Spoiler alert. They want us gone, and they want us just sick enough to hang on so they can keep making money off you. That's it. If I have to go to the doctors one more time and then tell me some ridiculous story and try to push more meds on my son. Stop. Anyway, The Moon I thought was cool, and I'm going to watch that movie because, yes, I do believe it is very easy to trick people because even chemtrails, you could see them with your eyes. You could see the weather is different. If you stood outside and just looked up and just sat here for a second and thought about it, it might take you a week, it might take you a year. It took me, how long have I been on this planet? I don't even want to say, but it took me probably about 45, 46 years to figure out something is way different. And I'm telling you, it took me, 3 years ago, I started noticing it. Little by little, it just didn't happen overnight. Just noticed the clouds look a little different. And then the chemtrails came, and then I really started noticing. I'm like, that is weird. Why is nobody talking about this? Shut up, Nick! Why is nobody talking about this? Come on, let's go see your brothers, John. Why does nobody notice this? And I got 700 million people screaming at me that that's what comes out of planes and you're a moron. Can I help you? We don't, it's Bernie Sanders. Okay, good bark. And yeah, so I got 9 million people telling me I'm an idiot and don't you know how planes work? And oh my gosh, it was brutal, dude. I mean, I was the biggest idiot in town. My husband's not smart, he's not brave enough to actually say that to my face, but I could see in his eyes he was thinking it too. But it took, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so it took me about 3.5 years to even convince him of that. So you think I'm going to convince him that the Earth's probably flat? The moon and the sun, I had no idea that people thought the moon was not in our atmosphere. I was so confused by that. I'm like, well, what are they talking about? We could see it. Of course, what do they tell me that the moon is so huge that I could see every crevice on it on a clear night? People, stop. Come on now. Everybody stop. Take a breath. Think. Trust your eyes. Your eyes are not lying to you. The media is lying to you. Okay, so prayers to you over there, Lauralee. It looks really scary, and that's terrifying looking. Mine looks a little crappy, but it actually is raining today, but it doesn't look as bad as it did yesterday, so at least I could see some blue. The sun has been out. The simulator was out today, so Okay, love you guys, all of you praying, and keep me informed.